So what I'm doing up here is I finally got around to making the spacer that I need to make the axles sit at the angle that I've made the lift to be, which would be 38 degrees, I believe. And that's what this one right here is set at. It's set at 37 to 38. It might be right in the middle, to be honest, but I had to cut the tie rods because they were way too short. You can see the difference from how much of the angle there was, and I'll re-bend them the best I can and weld them back together. And I'm gonna have to cut this mounting bracket off for the shocks and move one, put a piece of pipe down here and move it a little bit farther down, because the shock is way up here whenever it's at the angle that it needs to be, and I need it to be a little bit farther down because I can't have it hitting the top of that if it was to flex or break or anything like that. So I'll get on that, and might even be tomorrow before I'm done, because it's getting fairly late right now, but it'll get done someday. Completely forgot I was making this, but here it is, the finished product of the bracket lift and spacer to make it all sit right. The front's 4 inches narrower, and it's got right at 20 inches of ground clearance. And so is the rear. I also need to turn up the rear shock just the tiniest bit, so it'll touch right there like it's supposed to. But everything's welded in solid. Shocks aren't too stiff and they aren't too hard either. And there's plenty of ground clearance. And I wish I just had enough time to get it done like this the first time, but it didn't really work out that way. But it's all done now and looks about perfect, as long as it doesn't break an axle or rip a boot. It should stay like this forever, and even if it does, as long as it's not terrible, it'll still stay like this for a long time.